Hello, my name is Maria Cazada. The date is June 28th. This is for the Juvenile Justice Administration course for the summer of 2025, the second half term. We're going to be looking at the OJJDP website. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Awesome. So off the bat, it has just kind of like these toggles here. It has your about, like your administration, your staff listing. So like anyone that you're looking for in particular, your fundings, but we're going to look mainly at the research and statistics. So we're going to go here where it says a statistical briefing book. And then we're going to come down here. And the question posed was the role of the internet in the criminal justice system. So they have tools here to kind of look at, which I was looking at earlier, the list of data and analysis tools. There's a menu, there's topics, you can use different tools. So it breaks it down pretty much into like the populations. You have access to, higher crimes like homicide reports. So we're going to look at some of the tools here. Let's go to statistical booking, home. And then we're going to come down here and I want to look at why the cases were dismissed. So right here, data revealed juvenile court cases declined, because I found this particularly interesting that some of these cases were being dismissed. So I wanted to come down here and see if there was any data that was showing why. So this is kind of like a separate PDF, and if it would load, it was showing like ratios of the ages, the years that the crimes were committed, and some of the offenses. So very similar to like our McGraw textbook, where it shows the data, the statistics. So specifically here, let me see if I can zoom in. So it shows the age of 2021, the youth. This is what it's telling me, is that youth younger than the ages of 16 accounted for 53% of the cases handled for that year. And then the age group accounted for within that age group, 58% of them were of a person offense case, meaning person on person, and then 54 the property offense cases, 50 of the public order offense cases, so on and so forth. So this is a great tool, particularly because it being online, you have more eyes on it. You can get more input from different organizations. Like if, as an investigator, if I were to use this in my career, I could see what other people are uploading, right? Versus just what's in my community. I have access to higher statistical data, and because I have access to this, I can use it to my benefit, whether it's solving a case, or I mean, if like I'm a prosecutor or defendant, if I'm representing myself. This is a great tool for anyone who knows how to use it. So overall, I would say that the role that the internet plays in criminal justice is that it allows multiple people with different environments to have access to record more data, and therefore giving us a clearer picture of what it is that our juvenile system actually looks like versus something like the self-inquiry survey, where it's kind of, limited because not everybody's reporting the crimes, not everybody's, uh, it doesn't serve everyone's circumstance. So the internet being at our fingertips is a huge catalyst, I think, for how much information we've had and are going to continue to have to use it in hopefully solving cases that are difficult because we didn't have other people's skill set or exposures to what they've done. So, for example, we have this case flow, 1,000 delinquency cases in 2021. So 558 of them were petitioned. So that officer wrote out an envelope and petitioned it to go into the court, and then not petitioned. So that's a pretty drastic number that I would say that's close to half. I actually personally want to know why they're not being petitioned. Either I'm thinking maybe it was like first time offenses or whatever. But then you have the case flow for 437,000 delinquency cases in 2021. So yeah, this is giving us such a clear, precise understanding of what it is that it's kind of bringing our juvenile justice system to life. We have better access. We were able to manage it better because of the internet. It Not everyone's on the same timeline, or we don't all share the same, time zone. So we're limited to certain restrictions. And I think by having the internet, it allows us to kind of put pause and then come back to it and continue on. So yeah, that's kind of my findings, and I will be using this to answer the questions that were posed for the Word document. So yeah, that is all. And I hope that this serves anyone watching it well, particularly Professor Dr. Dobrin. So have a great day.